All right, guys, welcome back to another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. It is Monday, July 25th. We got a stacked show. It is the music edition. I love the music show. If you haven't already, go to the Going Hot podcast with Caleb Shaw. It's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It's going to come up on all those podcast sites whenever it finally loads up there, but it's coming. Make sure you check out part one of our first episode with Jared Shaw, who played Boozer in The Terminal List. He's also co-producer, tech advisor, and just an all-around cool guy. So make sure you check that out. Part two is coming with Jack Carr, author of The Terminal List. That's already been filmed. We will be getting it out soon. So make sure if you haven't followed those pages, you do so. And without further ado, finally the reason we are here, it is not for me, it is for these stars right here. Some of my favorites from Theater Victoria. If you wouldn't mind, young ladies, please introduce yourselves.
Sure, I'm Loria Rose. I'm the marketing director for Theater Victoria.
And I'm Audrey Cook. I'm playing Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz.
Dorothy, yes. So, Audrey, I'm excited for this because I think The Wizard of Oz is just a great production anyway. But it has so many moving parts, and it's such a unique show to me that can really showcase the power of Theater Victoria and our local actors here and community of volunteers. How exciting is this to play Dorothy? That's the role for The Wizard of Oz. I mean, that's it.
It's really exciting. Judy Garland, who originated Dorothy, was such like an iconic character, and she is 4'11". I'm on the shorter side. I'm 4'10", but I put 4'11" on my audition form because I felt like it. So.
Well, you know what? I just think your confidence gives you that extra half inch,
Yes,
so I'll spot you that half inch all day long. You earned that one. Are you? How many? Is this the first show you've done, or have you done previous shows acting?
No, I started at Theater Victoria when I was 6 years old, so I've been around for a while.
So that I love hearing that because I've been so blessed to be able to join Theater Victoria a few times for some shows, and you've been doing it way longer. What is it that people are like? Why should people go out there if they like acting, if they think they might like acting, or any of these things? Why should they go out, or even behind the scenes tech? Why should people go and volunteer at Theater Victoria, not just on the acting side, but crew and tech and all that? Why should they be a part of this?
I think other than the fact that if it's something you enjoy, I think what kept me around was the sense of family that you gain from it. Like, I know even when shows are over, I get so sad, not even because like, oh, I'm not on stage or I'm not performing, but because of just the people and the sense of community and family you get. So
I believe you on that because I've lived that experience. You go 6 hard weeks, and that's, I don't know if the community fully understands how much work you guys put into this stuff, because they get to go, what is the production run, about 90 minutes or so? Or
This one's close to 2 hours, yeah.
Roughly,
yeah.
Okay, so, they see a good 2-hour show, but they don't see the 6 weeks of hours and hours and hours of rehearsals, and it's so much more than even just the actors. It's the director, it's the tech, and the
crew. They're the unsung heroes.
They really
so
are,
much.
because
so
you depend
much.
on them so much, and when you're backstage and it's dark and you're trying to change and stuff, and they're handing you all that, you build a bond with these people because you're down in the trenches together, and that 6 weeks you're exhausted, you put everything you have into it, and then you leave it all on the stage. And then all of a sudden it's just over, and you're like, what do I do? And you've gotten so close with all of these people, and they really do. I have like my family, my friends, and then I have my theater family that we haven't done a show together in years, but I still just consider them tight because it's something to do a show together, and it takes. I thank you for all the hours away from your friends and families to do this, because it's a lot. How's it been playing Dorothy?
Oh, it's been so fun. You get the best. You get to work with the dog and then the munchkins and then the older people, so you get the best of both worlds.
So I know I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but if you're 4'10", who's playing the munchkins?
Oh, I know.
I gotta ask.
No, some of them, that
little
really
theater
close
magic
to me.
will work in there?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They're just very tall munchkins.
That works for me. I can take that. So before I forget, let me ask you. I know the first week did awesome, and people love coming here, and so we want to make sure that the second week we beat the first week. Like, that's kind of important to me, and you guys really nailed that first week. Way to go! Really, really proud of you all. Why should they come out and see the second show, this second set of shows this week?
Honestly, it has been a magical experience from start to finish, and I think our first weekend attenders can attest to that as well. But we've had really crazy special effects for this show that I think you will totally miss if you don't get a chance to come out. You know, we have flying, our monkeys fly, our wizard flies, our witches fly, and it is overall an incredible cast, and our crew is working so hard, and the sets are phenomenal. We had costumes made specifically for us for this show that were put together for our group that look really incredible. So I just don't want the community of Victoria to miss out, especially since our first weekend was sold out quick. We want to make sure everyone can get tickets to the second weekend because they will go.
And it's always just amazing to me, even on the acting side, when as the stage starts coming together and they build the set, because you guys build some incredible sets up there, and the volunteers that do that, I mean, it's just mind-boggling how well they do. And I know that was always some of my favorite parts towards the end and Tech Week and all that, when you come out and you start, here, you know, because you're doing all your blocking and you're walking through pieces of tape or just fake open doors and all this, and now all of a sudden you're getting a real set, and all the pieces just start coming together. And I that was always my favorite part, is when the set went up and we get real stuff now to act in, and it, you know, but I remember one of the big things is they always said, trust the process, you know, because a few weeks in, they're like, okay, we're going off book, and what do you mean going off book? I'm not ready to go off book yet, you know, but you do. And then you just go, and everybody has each other's back, and I think it's really neat. What am I forgetting to tell people? I get excited and I still the show on theater. I'm sorry. This is one of my passions. I really love what you guys do, and I'm just very excited that you get to go out for a second week and perform this, because I just think theater is so cool, and it takes so much more than what people know to go out there and put on a performance. And that's why I always steal the show and Mike and never let you guys talk when you come on here. I just get excited. But
well, I know that you did mention Munchkins. So just want to clarify, this is a family show. We want you to bring your kids. We want you to bring your whole family, because we have an excellent show for all ages. So don't think, it's The Wizard of Oz. It is very close to the movie. So if you love the movie, which is a classic that everybody loves,
how could you not?
This is very, very close to the movie. So we want to bring all of your family members to come see it. It is a family-friendly show.
Gotcha. And this week we had the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday matinee?
Yes. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are 7:30 at the Leo J. Welder Center. All the shows are there. And then Sunday, it's a 2 p.m. matinee.
Gotcha. Where can people get tickets for this?
They can get tickets at theatervictoria.org or by calling 361-570-8587.
Gotcha. What else? I feel like there's something that I'm just not nailing with this that I need to.
I would just love to take a second to brag on the cast, because I've got to see it from the start to now when we're performing and everything. And Audrey and Henry, who plays the Tin Man, and Emma, who plays the Lion, and Tom, who plays the Scarecrow, all four of them are just phenomenal. They really bring to life all these characters that you've known and loved for years. And we have Olivia and Felicia playing our witches, and they both just do an incredible job. And I always get people coming up to me during our post-curtain time saying, oh my gosh, where did you find these people? And they are all local people from the community, and you would never know that, but they all come from Victoria, and they're just phenomenal. It has been incredible to watch them from start to finish. I mean, she's such a pro.
I can see you as Dorothy. I can see you as Dorothy, and your enthusiasm is just spectacular, and I couldn't agree with you more. The amount of local talent that is in this town is just phenomenal, and the fact that they selflessly, give up 20 plus hours a week to do this, because correct me if I'm wrong, you're not walking out of here with $1 million check for this or any of this, and so we'd be a bit closer friends if you did. But no, this comes from your heart, and that's one of the things that I don't know, just again that makes it all so special to me is you guys are there by choice, and you're there because you volunteered to help show off your skills to a community, and other than just making us smile, you don't get anything from it, and so I think that's really awesome. And again, July 28th through the 31st, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Leo J. Welder Center. The Thursday, Friday, Saturday show are all 7:30, and then the Sunday matinee I know is always really popular, and that's and it's the last show too, and then it's done. But anything else? Get the tickets. Anything I'm forgetting?
I mean, just come and enjoy.
Go, have fun. Yes, have a good time. I look forward to it. I wasn't able to get in that first week because it was sold out, but I'm going to try to get in there this second week and go check it out. Great job. Great job with all your hard work. Please pass that on to the cast and crew that we appreciate them. Guys, let's take a quick break and we will be right back with our next guest. right, guys, we are back with our next guest. This young lady has been working her tail off these last couple weeks, and I'm really proud of all the hard work that she's done. She's got a cool thing coming up. I'm not gonna steal the microphone and the platform like I always do and talk too much, so I will let you introduce yourself and you tell us why you were here, young lady.
So my name is Madison Rather. I am a student at Texas A&M University, but currently I am an event coordinator for the Boys and Girls Club of Victoria.
Outstanding. Now, how do you go from being a student to all of a sudden over here and doing this run and this whole thing we're about to talk about? How does that even happen?
A lot of determination and grit for sure. It's definitely a change of pace for me. A lot about learning is I need to get experience, and the best way to do that is to put myself out there and, make myself known, especially to nonprofits in the community or any organization.
So on that note, you are hosting an event here in town for a nonprofit. Tell me about that. What do you got going on?
So it's called the Water Fun Run. I try to be creative with the names. Took a lot of, thinking
ingenuity
and
there,
ingenuity
really
to figure
outside the
out,
box thinking. I like it though.
So,
I like it. Water Fun Run.
Yeah, I wanted to put on an event, and I thought go big or go home. I was not going to do something small. And so I'm doing everything I possibly can to, make it big. And so it'll be a 5K walk/run in Riverside. It'll start at the stadium. And the walking part is like 35 minutes. The running is actually an actual 5K, about 3.1 miles or so. And it's a great thing for the whole family to do. I mean, it's not competitive whatsoever. It's not where you're going to be timed. And I mean, everybody likes to win and get a medal, but also at the same time, with something like this, this is for a bigger cause. It's, for something greater. It's a, help an organization which I think needs to be more known in our community than it is already.
So just to clarify then, as a student, you decided you wanted to do a project and to kind of help and give back to a community. You picked a nonprofit, which was the Boys and Girls Club of Victoria, reached out to them and said, hey, I'd like to do this crazy thing. Do you guys mind? And it seems like they said, go for it. And here we are. And you and I talked weeks ago, I think. I don't know, time is like, phew,
I know.
It feels like yesterday, but I think it was weeks ago or something. But you were way out ahead of this. You were going all around town, meeting with people, trying to get people to sponsor this, etc. How'd it go? Was it a big old, that in itself is usually the learning curve, is going around and meeting all these people and presenting your stuff.
So the hardest part was going out and trying to get sponsors and stuff, and I understand with everything going on, the world right now, and just it is pretty late, and people set limits on how much they're going to sponsor, and I came asking in June, and I was like, hey, and it's a new event, so I understand, kind of being wary about it. So that was pretty tough. Advertisements, that was another part. It's all about, trying to figure out how to get sponsors, how to advertise, how to, market this event, how to make sure it gets out to people in the community. That was hard. Learning curve. I've learned a lot, but I've had fun with it, and that's a good part of it. That's why I'm doing it. Not only to, help the club and help, raise funds for them and bring awareness to them, but also, it's good that I can learn something because it'll help me in the future, be a better leader. And
trial by fire is usually a good thing, and people, it seems like, have shied away from adversity or climbing uphill and doing things that are hard. And that was one of the things that you and I talked about weeks ago when you came on is you're starting at the bottom of a hill and you're climbing on this one. And one of the things that I appreciated about you is you didn't complain, you didn't whatever, you put on your climbing gear and you went after it, and I think that's impressive because everybody from the sidelines can sit and throw little rocks at you and judge what you're doing and critique this and critique that and you should have done this and you should have done that.
Exactly.
But it's the young lady in the stadium or down in the arena, that's actually doing it that I think should get the glory for it. And unless somebody's tried to host an event like this, they have no idea what kind of hard work it is. And you're right. You're out in a community that people want to help and they want to whatever, but you're halfway through the year. A lot of them have already allocated their budgets. They've already, and so nothing about this is easy for you yet. Here we are, and so we've got this, well, you tell me, Water Fun Run coming up July 30th. What can I expect if I show up out there? I know it's not chip time, so we can go, we can have fun, no stress of, got to beat the guy next. Well, I'm still going to try to beat him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him, because I want him walking thinking I'm not, and then I'm going to beat him at the end. But what can they expect when they get out there and show up to this event at Riverside?
Oh, whenever you pull up, you pull in the parking lot, you're going to hear music. It'll be fun. The kids will be there. a bunch of volunteers from my old high school, St. Joseph. And so I like to really be involved from where I came from. And I love everything that school did for me, and so I want to get their kids involved. And so when you show up, 9 o'clock, the race is going to start, and if you're walking, you're going to go right. If you're running, you're going to go left. We're going to go our separate ways.
I like that. I like that.
At certain points throughout the race, you're going to get sprayed with water guns. You're not going to get like drenched or blasted, but you'll get cooled off. That's the whole point of the water fun run, and it's the Texas heat. I mean,
right.
That's why,
hot.
exactly.
Yes.
So don't think, I know it's going to be hot, but trust me, you will get cooled off. And then when you get to the finish line, foamed up will be there. And so that'll be cool, and then you can end off your day with the snow cone from Kona Ice.
Man, that's a pretty good little deal. And I'll tell you that foam thing is pretty sweet too.
Yeah,
because
I haven't experienced it yet, but I think it'll be super cool.
Well, I really just heard about it. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know. And then we went to Journey Church's anniversary thing, and the foam people were there. And that thing's pretty cool. My son loved it. Like, they started blowing out that foam, and he walked in and he just disappeared in it. And I went in there to go get him, and like little kids just started popping out everywhere out of the foam, and then adults started getting in it, and it was really cool. And they ran it very well. And so I think people will love that. And then you can't go wrong with Kona Ice. That guy's a good dude. He's out there helping everybody all the time.
And the best part is 20% of the profits will go to the Boys and Girls Club, and that's even better. I mean,
he's always
guy.
helping around town and always doing stuff. So I'm glad to see him out there, and you guys joining forces. Are you going to try to win this race, or are you running in, or are you just going to be making sure everybody stays?
Oh no, I gotta keep people on track.
I figured as much.
I'm gonna be having Hawkeyes everywhere, making sure everything's gonna be
your work
running
is
okay.
not really done till everybody gets home that day, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, I think this is great. And forgive me, you were going to, one more time, what school?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. What year are you in?
My 3rd year, so I'll be a junior.
Outstanding. And again, does this count towards any projects or anything? Is this just something
Yes, there's a
doing?
program called Top Gun, so basically you're just an accelerated student, and so you'll get top picks from certain professors and stuff. And so I need 150 community service hours, and that's kind of where I kind of got this idea from. But this is going to grow, so this will be an every year thing. I'm going to make sure that I stick with this, and this isn't just something I'm doing because, I need the hours or something. No, I'm learning something, and it'll mean a lot not only to me, but to the people that I'm involving into the community.
Absolutely, and you keep that passion behind it, and that's what's important, because people will feed off the passion,
Exactly.
and as long as you stay passionate about this and your heart is in it, people recognize that, and it makes them want to be a part of things, and so good job on that, and I appreciate you thinking outside the box and trying to find a way to give back to your community.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome, and it gets people off the couch too, so that's also a good
Exactly.
thing, Anything I'm forgetting? How can people find this event? How can they, if you need volunteers, any of those things, how can they reach out to you if they want to be a part of it, if they just have questions?
So if you have any questions, just email me at madison.rather@gmail.com, or you can go to the website. It's www.bgcvictoria.org. And if you want to register, you just do it through there. Or if you just want to show up the day of and say, you know what, I'm going to go do this. Show up at 8:30, sign in, get ready to race, and we'll get going.
Awesome. And they can also look up on Facebook, Water Fun Run event, and find that, and find the Facebook event and click on that and stuff. Good deal. Well, Miss Madison, thank you so much. Your hard work has not gone unnoticed.
Thank you.
Wonderful job. Pleasure having you here. Guys, let's take a quick break, and we will be back with our musical guest of the day.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that says something about who Wallach & Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
Marketing today can be complex. Emails, customer relationship management, lead tracking, landing pages, and text messaging. But what if you could do it all with just one tool? And what if there was an agency behind the solution that could do it with you? Or better yet, do it for you? Introducing Thrive Fuel 360, the new do-it-for-you digital marketing solution. Drive leads, nurture prospects, automate follow-up, connect with your audience, and book appointments all in one place. Thrive Fuel 360.
We can't believe it. We're still overstocked on bedding, recliners, sofas, even sectionals. It's happening right now at Cayman Furniture. Buy it today and have it delivered today.
And you thought I was kidding? Buy it today and we'll have it in your home tonight.
All right, guys, we are back with our final guest. These are my favorite segments. I love the musical days when we get to do this because, as everybody knows, I have zero musical talent, no rhythm, any of that stuff. So the people that do, I really appreciate and enjoy having on my show. So thank you for coming on. For those that don't know you, though, my brother, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself.
I'm Mason Marek. I'm from a little small town called New Ulm, Texas.
Gotcha. And you wanted to do a quick shout out before we got going. Go ahead and throw that out there for me, my
kids
brother.
didn't believe that I'd be on a show. So Willow, Rylan, and Hallie, and when they see this, they're gonna laugh.
Good. Well, I'm glad we could say hi to them on there, and it's pretty cool. They got Dad up here about to lay down the tracks here. So. Tell me a little bit, man, about your career here. I'm looking at one of your previous albums here. How does one get into it? How did your career get started? Tell me a little bit about it and what got you here, man.
I just started writing stories as a kid, and then it just helped me like with my head. And then the guy on the album, Gary, he told me, he said, when you get my age, you'll regret not recording stuff. So then I recorded all those songs. And then one of them just blew up, Drifter, and yeah, and so then now I'm here.
So when did the instrument playing start? Have you always just been one of those guys that could pick up a guitar and play, or did you have to get years of lessons? Are you self-taught?
Well, I personally don't like lessons because when you take lessons, you learn the way that person taught you. Mm-hmm. You should learn your own way. But when I was a kid, my grandpa gave us piano lessons, and he taught me how to play harmonica and guitar. And then after he died, then I just stopped playing. And then I felt like every time something bad would happen, I would pick up a guitar and start playing. And then so 2001, I stopped playing. And then when I was about 18, 19, I started playing again. And then it just started picking up from there.
And so it was really kind of, it sounds like an outlet to just kind of let everything out, man, and just get it all out there and deal with it through music.
Yeah, I don't care much for, I don't know, like playing in front of people is cool, but it's just like, it's for my own head that it works.
I got you. What category would you put your music in if you had to? And I know everybody, doesn't like putting their music in a box, but if you had to pick a genre or style, what would you say?
Well, I talked to a promoter one time, and he's like, man, I wouldn't classify it as traditional country. I classify it as Americana, so I guess Americana. It's just music to me.
I got you.
Whatever I'm feeling.
I got you, man. It's hard to argue with that. So what I see here, we've got some upcoming shows. Tell me about those real quick. Where are you going to be playing at?
So the August 6th it's at Joey's Horsing Around, and then on the 12th is Shooters in Victoria, and then the 13th is the barn was at Mission Valley.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Man, that's awesome and stuff. And so I'm excited too because we get to hear you today play one, and so I'm excited about that. For people that want to follow your music, download your music, or just keep up with what you're doing, how can they do so?
You can go to Spotify or iTunes or YouTube, anywhere you find your stuff at.
It's out there, huh?
Yes,
outstanding. Sir. Well, what am I forgetting to tell them, man? I got this musical act sitting here. What am I forgetting to tell them?
I don't know.
That's all right. Hey, man, you know what? It ain't about the talk. It is about the music. And so I got you there. Well, then, brother, I'll tell you what, man. I'm ready to hear a jam. So if I'm not forgetting something and we're not getting ahead, with your blessing, I'd like to send it on over and have you play us out, man. Playing your brand new, unreleased, small town country kid album. We've got Mason Marek, did I say it right?
Marek, Marek, doesn't matter.
Mason, well, let's get it right. Mason Marek.
Yeah.
Mason Marek. I don't know why I can't say it. Mason Marek, small town country kid. Play us out, my brother.
Smell the breeze, the gravel underneath my feet. There ain't no place I'd rather be. One stop sign in Ernie's Quick Stop, a bank, a restaurant, a hardwood store. They'll make you a sandwich, six-pack to go. Small town for me wasn't all that bad. A rumor and a hangover's all we had. We sit around and talk about the dumb things we did. And next weekend we do it all over again. Stories of a small town country kid. Day drinking at Peebles. There's a party at the house down the road. Got a game of volleyball going on. Small town for me wasn't all that bad. A rumor and a hangover's all we had. We sit around and talk about the dumb things we did. And next weekend we do it all over again. Stories of a small town country kid. Raking hay on a Sunday. Granny cooking chicken fried steak. Pops is waiting to see how many hay bales he made. The day they died, I thank God for those memories. Tears rolled down my face. My mom took me back to that special place. Sitting in their house, having a coke float, and playing that old wahoo boy. Small town for me wasn't all that bad. A rumor and a hangover's all we had. We sit around and talk about the dumb things we did. And next weekend we do it all over again. Yeah, stories of a small town country kid. Yeah, stories of a small town country kid. Yeah, stories of a small town country kid.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Make sure you comment down below, like the post, share the post. It really helps the algorithms. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow our page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And if you have an event coming on you want featured on Victoria Events, shoot us a message. We'd love to help you get the word out there. Lastly, make sure you support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so we're very grateful. Thanks so much, Victoria, and we'll see you at the next one.